back to Less Lethal Contingencies. Alan here, and I'm back again. All right, so I'm back again with my BP50, brought to you by Beeman. Okay, so I swapped out the barrels, and I got my 16-inch long 50 caliber barrel set up here. Okay, so what I have is I have the tuning barrel, which is already in here, about 4 inches, a little over 4 inches with the threads. And then I have an 8-inch sniper barrel, and then I'm finishing it off with another 4-inch tuning barrel extension. Okay, so we're looking at about 16 inches here. Okay, so I want to see if we get any increases with this, right? I imagine we should get something. What it's going to be, I don't know. Okay, so we're running the HD24 tuning ASA. Okay, the tuning air supply adapter. And we're also running this expansion over here, HPA expansion. Okay, so this is what the animal looks like without the tank on it. Okay, so we saw the numbers that we got off that 1100, right? With just the tuning barrel and tuning barrel extension, with the crazy 1125, 1150, don't know what the heck it was. I think it was probably closer to 1150 psi. Right, and we were driving those heavy steel ball bearings, downrange over here. They were hitting hard. We were getting over 400 feet per second, so I'm sure that's gonna be some good numbers right there. Well, we're gonna go back to the 800. Okay, we're gonna dial it back a little bit. All right, that was some crazy pressures. And as a general rule of thumb, I don't like to run over 1100 psi, anyways. So, and I don't want to keep pushing this thing. So we'll save those hot tanks for the bigger markers like the Pistelli and such, and the Terminator build. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our 800 psi, but we get the longer barrel now. We get additional volume brought to you by the expansion here. Okay, and we'll see what we get. We'll see what kind of numbers we can put up with this setup right here. Okay. Now, I didn't bother putting a vertical grip on here, foregrip, because I can't use it anyways because I have to continue to cup my hand under the handle so I can catch the magazines. Okay, so I ended up destroying the magazine detent on that last video. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about that. So I'm down to like 2 mags now. So hopefully we don't have any more destruction of magazines while they're in the gun. So this first test here we're going to do is we're going to shoot these 4-gram AR Tactical Joules. We put really some of our best numbers up, whether it was CO2 or whether it was 800 psi high pressure air. We saw some really competitive numbers. This 4-gram 12.7 millimeter ammunition here, I mean, it's going head to head with the heavy steel ball bearings, and it's given, what do we get? Like maybe a joule more out of the steel ball bearing on one of those tests, on 800 tests, I think. So we're going to run these because they're lighter, and I'm hoping they're going to give me less bounce in the magazine or whatever's causing my mag to release on its own or practically eject in some cases. So we're going to do that for this test with the longer barrel. So we're going to do the 16-inch barrel with 7 of the, and I may not shoot all 7 of these. I might just shoot 6. Just want to get some numbers. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then I also, if time permits and air permits, I also want to test the single round that I got in. They were wicked expensive. I forget the type of ceramic material these were. They were some kind of a, what were they? Zinc polymer or something. I got to look it up. But these are 12.7 millimeter. They weigh in about 3.5 grams each. I only bought one of them because they were like $4 plus shipping. I was just curious to see how these would run. They're like a ceramic ball bearing. They're supposed to be high precision. I'm just curious. So I ordered one just to see. It's not like I would buy too many of these things. They're crazy expensive. I mean, unless I can find a source of these. If it works good, maybe I can find a source cheaper than that. But that was through AliExpress, and that was still expensive. It was like, I think it was like $345 or four, but somewhere around there just for this one. So, but I wanted to test with it and see, you know, it looks like pretty slick stuff. I mean, it's super shiny. It's supposed to be hard material. Don't like the price though. I mean, these are more expensive than pretty much any of the other ammunition. You know, I know we're griping about $1 a piece, and these are like $3 and change each. So unless I can, again, unless I can get these at a better price. But I did want to get one just to test it to see how these things. And I'll update the video with the name of these ball bearings. I can't think of the name right now, but they're supposed to be super precision. So what I'm doing with the second mag, I want to shoot one of these, and I just got some aluminum alien play behind it in the magazine in case I end up just wanting to keep shooting. So I haven't tested the 2.7 gram alien play out of this configuration yet. So maybe we'll shoot a few of those too. But this will be the first shot in this magazine. Will be this ceramic precision ceramic ball bearing. I want to see how that performs. Okay. Didn't want to put it in the magazine by itself anyways. Wanted to make sure there was something underneath it so that hopefully I don't have any more problems with the magazine breaking inside there. So, but that could have been just the crazy pressure I was running to. It was pretty wild. It was wild. All right, so we're going to go ahead and air this up on 800. Actually, let me put a couple drops down the ASA. Make sure we get lubrication in there. That 1125, 1150 probably blew out whatever I had in there. So let's do a couple drops. Don't need a lot. Literally just 2 drops in there. Just so that we're keeping some lubrication on there. All right. And we are going to go with my smaller 850 tank, which is only putting out about 800. This one is a, what is it? 8CI. So this one's an 8CI tank. And we have it pumped up to capacity, 3000 psi capacity. Okay. And this is a little shorter than the 800 tank I was using the other day or yesterday, the 13CI tank. So with this additional expansion, it's going to be more comfortable to have a shorter tank. So although I was able to just do it with the expansion yesterday in that 13 tank. So I mean, it's not, you know, if you got real long arms, then maybe you don't even have a problem with it, but all right. So I gotta stand way back, get this thing in the camera. Holy cow. All right. So that's what this Beeman BP50 rifle looks pretty stinking bad, right? Incredible. All right, let's air it up, check for leaks, and then yeah, we'll see if we can shoot. We'll start off with these 4 gram air tactical Joules. We'll start off with those first. Yeah, everything sounds good. All right. So first mag's going to be 7. I have 7 in here, but I may not shoot all 7. I just want to get some numbers. And it's getting late, so. All right, yeah, maybe we'll shoot 4, 5, 6. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. All right, so let's load up the 4 gram air tactical Joules. These are 12.77 millimeters in size. All right, we're aired up on 800 psi. The laser on. I am going to cup my hand under here in case the magazine drops. And that's another reason too. I'm hoping maybe the mag won't drop as much. I was having those heavy ball bearings were kind of, when the mag would drop, they were kind of bunching up down. They were kind of jamming up the mag where I couldn't consistently push the mag back up inside. So I think I'm going to stop using those for a little while and just run the 4 gram. I also got some less lethal ballistics 4 gram ammo as well, but it's running a little smaller than 12.7 millimeter on his. I think they're 12.6, 12.5, 12.6 or something like that. So I'm trying to keep as close a bore match as I can with my barrel. So, all right, anyways, enough chit chat. So 16-inch barrel, 4-gram AR Tactical Joules, 800 psi with the HPA expansion on the back, expansion mod. Mag 1, shot 1. I'll just be calling out the feet per second. Shot 1. And shot 1 did not register on the chronograph, but that was loud. Shot 2, let's try it again. 613.5. 613.5. And that was mighty loud. Mighty, mighty loud. I'm going to put some ear protection on because my ears are just starting to ring. So that was what, 2 shots? I only got 1 feet per second on one of them recorded. All right. This is going to be shot 3, 800 psi, 16-inch barrel, 4-gram ammo. Cup my hand under the magazine. All right, shot 3. I think this is shot 3, right? Yeah, shot 3. That one didn't read either. Shot 4. That one didn't read either. I don't know why they're misreading here. Not liking that. Let me turn this off and on again. Off, on. Feet per second. Oh, this only. That's right. No, this is not the X radar, so doesn't have a limitation on feet per second. This should capture more than 700. Yeah. Well, we were at what, 613? It was the one that we captured so far. All right, I think this is shot 5. Let's see. These things are really flying fast, though. As far as I know, this chronogram can handle much higher than that. I mean, you can use it with firearms as well, I'm pretty sure. All right, shot 5, 800 psi, high pressure air, 16-inch barrel, 4-gram ammo. Shot 5, I think it is. Back up a little bit. 606.7 feet per second. 606. And I think that was shot 5. Let's try shot 6. Shot 6. 712.6 feet per second. All right. That's pretty good. I'd say that's good. Good test data. All right, let's degas. De-air, I should say. Well, we had 3,000 capacity. We're down to about a little under 2,000 now. Yeah, a little under 2,000. So big time air hog, right? Air hog. Air hog alert. All right, what do I have left in here anyway? So I don't want to break another magazine. This one's holding up okay. I had one round left anyway, so. All right. Yeah. And it's getting pretty late, guys. So I think I'm going to test this ceramic ball bearing. I think I'll test this tomorrow. So it's getting pretty late. And I do believe the wife went to bed. So, yeah. I think we're going to call it quits for tonight. And, yeah, I'll rip out another video this weekend at some point. Because, like I said, I want to test that ceramic ammo. I only got one, but I want to see what it does. I want to see if it's worth doing anything else with it, you know? If it's worth the money. I don't think it's going to be worth the money I paid for it, but maybe maybe I can find a cheaper, cheaper source, a better source of them, a little cheaper. So, but yeah, that was so that's my Beeman BP50 with the 16-inch barrel on it. with the tuning ASA and the expansion mod back here, HPA expansion mod. So yeah. All right. I'll update the video as usual. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're having a great weekend, and stay tuned for more. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, why not subscribe and click that like button. Peace out.